What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. For this one, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I haven't done one of these before, but it seems how we're doing this kind of stuff for real. Let's give it a shot and see. And for that, we're going to be breaking down the 2026 and beyond video that Eagle Dynamics released. I'm going to go through it, see what they have to offer. I know a couple of other guys did this, but I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. I did watch the video once already, and I have a few things that I do want to add or voice about it, but let's see what we could do. If you guys like this kind of stuff, let me know in the comments below. And I'm also curious to see what you guys think about some of the stuff coming in the future for DCS. I know a lot of guys have a lot to say about certain things. I am one of them myself. And you guys are going to hear my thoughts and opinions and input on a couple of them throughout the video, so let's see what we could do. And just a forewarning, I am going to be pausing a couple of times just to break this down. So if you guys don't like that, I'll leave a link to the original 2026 and beyond trailer for you guys to watch without my commentary, but let's see what they have in store for us in the future. Let's adjust the volume just a little bit here. There we go. Ooh, okay, the F-14 BU. Looks like, okay. Much better AI stuff. Okay, so here's the first pause, guys. I do like the updates to the ground units coming. I know the Combined Arms 2.0 was teased and talked about, so we'll see if that is the thing that's going to happen with one of the updates coming this year. That would be awesome, especially with VR support. That would really be helpful. The lack of that right now with the original one is just not... It's not conducive to anything good. I'll give it that. Because it would be totally awesome if you could drive a vehicle out to the tarmac where the jets are staging or standing or whatnot, and get out of the vehicle, run to the airplane, jump into the thing, and fire it up. That would be cool. And this guy right here, the Panavia Tornado, okay, that's interesting. This is a pretty cool airplane. I'm not going to lie. Don't know what its capabilities are going to be and how it's going to be in the sim, but let's just keep going. That was a new helicopter. Okay. Okay. Let's just come back here for 1 second to this guy. All right, here. This is probably one of the modules I'm looking more forward to, or most looking forward to, the F-100 Super Sabre, the Hun. I know you guys are doing a lot of work on this, and I appreciate that. To give us a solid module, I'm okay with that. And I also do want to just roll back just a little bit here to this guy. They were talking about a new helicopter. I wonder if this is the one that they were teasing. I know they were talking about the AH-6J, MH-6J Little Bird, the AH-1 Cobra. Did not see this one coming. I forgot the name of it offhand. Forgive me, I do know the helicopter. Yes, I just forgot its letters and numbers. But okay. I wonder if this is going to be the one that they were talking about. Nice. Okay, that's another new aircraft. What do we have here? Let's just roll it back a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be going back, pausing, and moving around because I want to see what's going on here. Fox 3. Nice. Okay. Okay, I wonder if this is the Dassault Mirage. I'm sorry, the Rafale, rather. I know Heapler is partnered working on that, so let's see. The F-104. Okay. Tomcats. That's a sexy airplane. I'm sorry. Uh-huh. There she is. There's the Rafale. Okay. So the Rafale is going to be a thing, obviously. Okay. I'm going to stop right here for a second and let's address the elephant in the room that I know a lot of guys have been wondering about, myself included, the dynamic campaign stuff. I wonder if they're actually going to make this happen this year. That would be totally awesome if they do, but we'll see what happens. I do like this. Okay, yep. That looks really cool. I like the user interface on it just as well. Ooh, wow, that looks really good. Alright, hold on. Alright. Jolly Rogers on the Tomcat. Hell yes. Best livery. Let's go. Best squadron. So, we just saw a tree come down. Right there. Okay. The improved splash damage and damage models, that's going to be cool. We all know that they lack where they are right now, so that's going to be a nice little eye candy upgrade and update. I like that. I'm looking forward to that. So if that is the case, then we can actually carve out emergency landing zones or LZs and whatnot. That would be awesome. The Phantom, a couple of F-18s, the Fulcrum. Or is that the Eurofighter? I don't know. I'm not too... I'm sorry, guys. I'm not too familiar with the Dassault aircraft, like the Mirage, the Rafale, and whatnot. The Eurofighter. That not really my cup of tea, but I appreciate them for what they are. I'm more geared towards the Eastern. I'm sorry, the Russian aircraft and the Western aircraft. But don't roast me too bad in the comments for not knowing them. Okay. Good old battleships. I like it. Okay. Oh, a U-boat. Okay. It's the Corsair. Okay, that's the new Russian aircraft coming that they're working on. I believe this is the Balkans map, which is going to be cool. That I will be getting. All right. So we just had two things right here that I wanted to look at. Let's just roll it back a minute here. And we're going to stop at the PBY. Looks really good. This looks really good. Okay. This right here, I don't know if this is going to be an AI asset or if this is going to be a module that we're going to actually be able to fly and work with. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Would you guys be down for something like the PBY as a flyable module? I know I most certainly would. The lack of support in aircraft like this in DCS is a thing. Absolutely. Along with the bombers and whatnot that we could actually fly and work with and use as opposed to some of the mods that we run. But if they bring a PBY Catalina into this, that would be totally awesome. And then this guy right here, here's a good look at that new helicopter that we were just talking about back over earlier here. She looks interesting. I would definitely be down to try this. It almost has the look of the Hughes MD500 OH6 AH6J nose, but and like I said, I forgot the designation of it. Forgive me, I'm sorry, but I like it. C-17, okay. Uh-huh. The Helldiver. That's going to be cool. Again, I don't know if these are going to be AI assets or are we going to actually be able to fly these things. Wow. The F-104. Okay. Yeah. Okay, the Helldiver. Alright, that just looked like a Wildcat. Let's see. That looks like the F-4F Wildcat. Or the Hellcat, actually. Okay. Either which way. Yeah, that's the Hellcat. That's the F6F Hellcat with the landing gear configured under the wings. The Wildcat would have the gear up under the engine cowling just aft of it. Okay. I know they were teasing this too for a while, so let's see what happens. This is going to be cool. This will definitely be one module I will most certainly get. Okay. We're going to stop it here for a second. The A6M0. Very cool. I believe they were working on this and it's going to be AI only, but I don't know. That would be totally awesome if we can actually do it. But again, who knows? But the Pacific Theater assets are most certainly needed. There's the tornado again. Ooh. Frag out. Nice. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that is awesome. Wow. Okay, I want to stop this right here for a second, guys. We all know that it's called DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. What they're doing, in my eyes, and how I feel about it, it's actually living up to this name now. Digital Combat Simulator, not an air combat simulator. I see a lot of good potential here with this. With the updated ground units, the naval assets and whatnot, this really could be the simulator of all simulators. I do have to say that. Let's keep going. I will give you guys my final thoughts at the way end, and I'll give you a couple of opinions that I have on certain things. Well, I can say the same about that quote right there. There she is, the Dassault Rafale. Okay. All right, guys. So that looks pretty promising, I'm not going to lie. I like it. There's a lot that they're working on that it looks like, so we'll see what happens. The things I wanted to touch on myself were I noticed a few teased modules were not in there. I know there are certain things going on with certain dev companies and Eagle Dynamics. That's none of my business. I don't really care about the politics of it all. That's for them to worry about, not me. The 81 Skyraider, I'm a little upset that that's not in there. I was looking forward to that. That thing is a beast and a tank of an airplane. I would love to have that come to DCS, but let's face it, I'm just a little guy in a big world. They're not going to listen to what I have to say about any of it. Would it be cool? Hell yeah, absolutely. Would it be welcomed in DCS? Most certainly. The F-35, Fat Amy. Nothing about that. I've had my thoughts on that thing coming to the sim, but I don't think we need it. There's really no information out there readily available to make it a decent full fidelity module. So I would personally, I would put my time, energy, and effort into something different or another aircraft, not the F-35. I really hope that they keep their word and deliver what they promised to the super carrier. Nothing was teased about that in here. They were working on the ready room and whatnot, a fix for VR to be able to work the airborne station because it does not work in VR. You cannot do anything with it except just stand there with your thumb you know where. I'm not okay with that. The emergency barricade, that I really would like to see come this year. But like I said, I'm just a little guy in a big world, and they're probably not going to listen to it. A lot of the aircraft have the capability of getting damaged on landing. I've done it more times than I'd like to admit with the Tomcat. You touch down the wrong parameter, you tear the tail hook right off the jet. Your only other option is to either divert or take a barricaded landing. We can't take a barricaded landing because we don't have it. I really hope that does come through sooner rather than later. That would be awesome. I see they're still dolling up the MiG 29A Fulcrum, which I'm totally fine with that. That's a fun airplane to fly as opposed to the Flaming Cliffs one. So keep up with that. The updates of the Hornet, the Viper, obviously, those are ED's flagship modules, those two. The C-130 is still getting active updates, which is cool. I'd like to see some of the older modules get a little bit more attention, like the P-47, the P-51, stuff like that. Hell, even the F4U Corsair hasn't received a lot of updates, so hopefully nothing went south between Magnitude 3 and Eagle Dynamics to really change that around. And also the other module that we didn't see anything teased on was the full fidelity F-15C. I don't know what's going on with that, but again, let's wait and find out. I know a lot of people are frustrated with certain things, myself being one of them, but a little bit of patience, and then hopefully we could have something really cool in the future. That would be awesome. But who knows? Anything is possible. Let me know what you guys think on the comments below. What would you like to see come to DCS? What would you like to see updated and fixed? I know there are a lot of things that need to be fixed and maintained and shown a little bit more TLC, but we don't know the inner workings of a lot. So, as far as the Razbam ED stuff is concerned, try and keep it civil in the comments, guys. I know it sucks. I don't like it either. Why can't we all just get along? But I really hope they don't cut the support permanently for their modules. That would be horrible, especially when they switch over to the Vulcan engine. It's a possibility that's going to happen, but again, we're just going to have to wait and see. Miracles can happen, and we might get them back. Who knows? I'm trying to be optimistic on the whole thing, but we shall see. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Try and keep it as civil as you guys can. I know things can get a little out of hand sometimes, but I am curious on you guys' opinions on it. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. If you'd like to see more breakdowns like this in the future, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do it. And until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.